And we are back, and I want to thank you for allowing me to take some time so I can get a quick bite to eat, check in on a few things, and we are back. And if you missed the first part of our first segment of games, the first 10 games that I'm going to do off the wheel, we played 4 games. And the last game that we played was The Price is Right. And I'm going to be honest, I enjoyed it. I think it was the best game that I played of all the games I played so far. And if you see the total, that ain't no glitch. That's real. That's $200,916 in the span of just 4 games. And we still have 28 more to go. So we are just getting started. So if you missed all the other games, it should be accessible to you in terms of the previous live streams when I did the drawing of the games and also the first 4. And we'll also do somewhat of a highlight reel of the games that I play, and hopefully you'll see all the great gameplay and all the money and all the great excitement. Keep in mind, for every $1 million that I collect through all the games that I play, one random subscriber will win a very, very, very special gift. I'm not going to advertise what it is yet, but it's going to be something very nice. And I want to do that to show appreciation to all of my subscribers that have been with me through the very beginning. And if you're watching this for the first time, I'm BVG from Brownsville Gamer, and I'm super excited to do this game show marathon because I feel like this is something that I've wanted to do for a while. And now we're here. So we're going to get started with a brand new game now. And we're going to play The Joker's Wild. So let me pull this up. Got some music in the background, so don't mind that. All right. All right. So I'm going to play G. All right, so the categories for this game are geography, weather, fill in the blank, math, and the returning champion will get to go first. And it's a first to 1,000 to win the game and a shot at the face the double bonus game. Right now it's weather, a joker, and math. Math for $100, the question: what is 100 plus 1,000? That would be 1,100. And that's the first $100 over to Aubrey S. Now it's my turn. And it's going to be math, fill in the blank, and geography. These are $50 questions. Fill in the blank. And this one, I believe, is Bosnia. And that's $50. Back to Aubrey S. Fill in the blank, and geography. Fill in the blank for $100. The question: cat in the hat. So that's another $100. And now goes back to me. Fill in the blank, math, and a wild card. I'll go for fill in the blank for $100. And same question that I had literally the last time. So same answer this time for $100. Back to Aubrey S. Weather, math, and a joker. Goes for math for $100. Pi to 3 decimal places is what? And that is correct for another $100. Now it's my turn. It's weather, fill in the blank, and weather. Goes for weather for $100. What type of front is one that is not moving? I'm going to say cold. Incorrect. This can be for $100. And it's neither. The correct answer was stationary. Back over to Aubrey S. in the lead by $150. Joker, math, and geography. Math for $100. What is 100 plus 1,000? That's going to be $1,100. Or 1,100 as the correct answer. $100 for the right answer. BVG goes geography, math, and a joker. Goes for math for $100. What is 100 plus 1,000? It's going to be 1,100. And that puts me up to $250. Back over to Aubrey S. in the lead by $150 is weather, joker, and math. Goes to math for $100. And what's the square root of I? Puts 1, and that is incorrect. I'm going to put 2, and that's also incorrect. It was -1. Goes to BVG. BVG, fill in the blank, geography and math. It's a $50 question. Goes for fill in the blank, cat and the hat. And that is correct. And now it's $300. BVG is trailing by just 100. Goes to Aubrey as Joker, Joker, Joker! Any category. And the category is on fill in the blank, and it's going to be Bosnia, which is a correct answer. And it looks like Aubrey S maintains the game. So I lose. And I did get $400, so we're going to add that to our total. But we're going to do the jackpot round anyway, just to show it off. All I got to do is try to beat the Joker and get $1,000. And $7,500 will be mine. So, here we go. 75, 125, and 100 for $300. Second roll, 100, 75, and 75, so that gives it $550. Rolling again. This time it's 50, 150, and 25, so that puts it up to $775. Tries again. This time it's for 75, 25, and 125 for a total of $1,000. Wins the jackpot of $7,500. The champion now has a grand total of a whopping $4,000? That makes no damn sense. But anyway, that's the game. And because I won $400, that gives me now a grand total now of $201,316. And that's the game. And we're going to go to the next one now. The next one on our list is Win Tuition. Win Tuition. And this is an interesting game. Well, you'll see why. If you've never seen the game before, this I think is a very close interpretation. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to put myself as player 3. The points will turn to cash for this particular game.
Welcome to
I'm going to play with the P button.
We start everybody off with 500 points, and we get into elementary school, where questions are worth 100 points apiece. Win Tuition is now in session. And here is your first grade question.
What's the highest chain on the food chain?
Player 3.
Lion.
Correct. Your second grade question.
I have no idea. Wait, why the fuck would I hit the answer then? 1,000? That is so dumb. I deserve that.
Anyone else like to take a shot?
That wasn't smart. I have to learn that because I'm playing against myself. If I don't know the answer, then just don't answer.
And now your third grade question.
Here's the next one.
Player 3, correct.
Alright, so I gained back what I lost.
Here is your fourth grade question.
I'm too lazy.
Time for fifth grade now and a little spelling bee. Player 1, spell the word accomplish. Player 2, spell the word acquire. Player 3, spell the word anoint. Correct. We move on to middle school now, where questions have multiple answers and are worth 150 points apiece. Win Tuition is now in session. Here's your sixth grade question. Player 3, correct. Player 1, correct. Player 3, correct. And now your 7th grade question. Player 3,
What the fuck? I'm trying to spell
Player
Antarctica.
1. Player 2, one of you will be leaving us after this 8th grade question.
Aw, I want to buzz in.
Player 1,
You dumbass.
Player 2, you're correct. Player 1, thanks for playing, but it's time to clean out your locker. In high school now, the questions are worth 500 points, so it's anybody's game. Win Tuition is now in session. Here's your 9th grade question. Player 3, would you like to take this question
Cut class.
or cut class? Here is your 10th group. Would you like to take this question or cut class? And now your 11th grade question. Player 2, would you like to take this question or cut class? And here is your 12th grade question. Player 2, would you like to take this question or cut class? Time for the senior year showdown. In this one, you keep going until you miss one. Once you miss, you're out of the round. Player 3, select your category.
English.
Correct.
What?
You're correct.
Bitch. Dumbass. Of course I won. I was playing against myself.
$1,000 towards a college education.
Yeah, or my digital
Time
wallet.
for the final exam.
Let's see if I can figure this all out.
You got to get 10 questions in 60 seconds and win $50,000 towards a college education. Your time starts now.
York. Pleasure. Yes. Clams. 1776. Carbon. Drums. Everest. Republican. St. Patrick. Uranium. Randy Neiman. What? 76. Shuck it. Hi. Damn! It was magma! It was fucking magma! Ah!
Thanks for
I nearly had it.
We'll see you next time on the show where we turn knowledge into college.
Damn it, man!
Goodbye, everybody.
But anyway, $2,250 ain't all that bad. Alright, that goes to my total. And now we have a brand new total now. And it's growing very, very slowly. It's 203,566. All right, so we're done with Win Tuition, and now we're going to move to a game show that I really like because it's one of those game shows where it's time for me to play with my big red buzzer. Yes. We're going to play the game Whammy, the all-new Press Your Luck. So let me go and set that up right now. And word on the street is that one of my good friends, that other guy, he is on his way to the studio. So he should be with us momentarily. But before I do, let me swap the record and get myself ready to go. All right, enjoy. I gotta get a little bit more to eat. I ate something, but I feel like I can eat a lot more.
Oh, yeah. I'm honestly beside myself, so...
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm about to eat that.
And again, my roommate paying a lovely visit. Don't worry, there's only like 3 viewers.
Okay, that's fine.
You know, or a couple of viewers. All right, so we're gonna keep on going, and we're gonna set the game up. We're gonna have a question round. And finally, there is a game where I get to face off against the computer. So, finally, let's see if I am good enough to face the computer. And we're going to do the Tournament of Champions edition. So, let's play. All right. In the first round of Rammy, there's prizes and cash galore. I can go as many times as I want, just as long as I don't hit that ugly-ass whammy. When that happens, all the money goes away, and the turn will be over. But if I hit on the big bank, I get an opportunity to whammy, and also earn the big cash in the pot. Everything becomes mine if I can answer a bonus bank question. Starts at $3,000. I get to play first, so let's press. Stop! And it's bungee jumping, valued at $252. Oh man, I love that buzzer. All right, the computer's gonna play. Lands on power tools, and that's worth $1,183. And now the third computer, or the third player, which is the second computer, is gonna go. Lands on $800. That gives a total of $1,800, and now we're going to add more whammies. I'm currently in 3rd place, and I'm going to press my luck.
Would you like to spin again, or do you think you have enough?
And I'm going to take all the prizes! Skydiving lessons, a brand new laptop, a brass bed, a security system, a laser printer, a spa retreat, a surfing board, some board games, a trip to Rodeo Drive, and finally, I think that's it. That gives me a total of $10,991. Player 2 is up next. And lands on the whammy. So that goes away, and you're done for the game, at least for the round. And now the bank grows to $5,183. Player 3 gets to play. Stop. And also lands on a whammy.
Work it, super whammy. Come on, work it, honey.
And with that, the bank grows to $6,983, and more whammies are being added.
What's he gonna
And I'm the only one that's left, so it would be foolish to try to go for any more prizes or cash. So I'm going to freeze and sustain the lead. So now we head over to the question round. Each correct answer earns me 3. Correct buzz-in is worth 1. So I'll repeat that again. Question appears. If I buzz in correct, that'll give me 3 spins. If I get a correct multiple choice, that's going to give me a spin. Here's the first question in the question round. I'm going to go with Holly Berry, even though it's spelled wrong. And so that gives me a spin, and player 2 gets 3. I believe it's Oxford. And that is correct. That gives me 4 spins. Player 2 gets 4, and now player 3 is at 0. I think that was Macbeth. No, it was the Bible. And it looks like player 3 is going to get a spin. Piece of cake. Now that I know that it's from the Bible, it is the Bible. So I get an additional 3 for a total of 7, and player 3 gets a spin for a total of 2. Atlas. And it was actually Hydra. So that gives our players 5 and 3 respectively. So at the end of the round, BVG will have 7 spins, player 2 will have 5, and player 3 will have 3. Let's set up that board and see who's going to take away all the prizes and the money. The bank is at $6,983. The jokers are there, and all the prizes, including the big bank and other amazing things. In fact, over $50,000 is on the board. So as long as you have the spins, you can go. If you want to pass them to a player, you can. And if you get a double whammy, well, it's a whammy with more theatrics. So, whammy the whammy with the big bank, because that's how you earn the big bucks. Very big bucks. As it stands at $6,983. And we're going to get started. Player with the least amount of money gets to go first. And because there's a tie between 2 and 3, we go to the left to go first. And player 2 gets $500 to begin. Chooses to continue. Lands on $2,000 or remove a whammy. And we'll take the $2,000 with 3 spins remaining. BVG gets to go first, gets to go last because of the advantage, and player 2 gets the second whammy.
Don't ever push your luck with the family.
So you're back down to 0 with the second whammy, and what I said was that BVG gets to go last because they were, my player was in the lead going into this round. Bank is at $94.83, player 2 has a spin and gets flowers by the month, valued at $1,090. One final spin. And it's a Hollywood makeover, also valued at $1,000. You'll end at $2,090. Player 3 has 2 spins and has a lot of makeup to do. Starts at $500. Has 2 more spins to go. Started with 3, now has 2. Gets $1,500, now up to $2,000. And now on to the final spin. And move 1 space, either to a camera or a massage chair. Player 3 is going to take the chair worth $27.95, give you a total of $4,795. Now I currently have 7 spins. I think I'm in a very good position here, so let's start. Starts at an air hockey table valued at $1,105, puts me up to $12,096. And I'm going to keep on going. Stop said, whammy be gone. That means there will be no more whammies on the board for the next 3 turns. So I can't help it but to say I'm going to press my luck. First one is $2,500. That puts me up to $14,596. The second one is a trip to Cabo St. Lucas valued at $3,745. Stopped at $3,000 and a spin. That puts me up to $21,341. And gets a whammy! A part of me said, let me just take what I got and pass it to player 3, but no. And now the bank has grown to $30,824. I still have 2 spins, so I'm going to keep on going. Gets a digital camera, and that's valued at $1,000. I got to get something that's worth $3,795 or more to win the game or an extra spin. So I'm going to go for it for the game. It's $1,750, but it's not going to be enough. So player 3 will win the game with $4,795. Of the $4,795, that includes a massage chair and $2,000 in cash for a total of $4,795. And because I lost, I don't get a dime. And to believe that I was up by over $21,000 and one wrong hit of the buzzer, and all that went away, including my victory. So that concludes Whammy. But I will tell you, I enjoyed it. I liked it. It sucked that I didn't get any money, but I enjoyed it. So we're going to go to the next game now, and the next game is going to be Bullseye. So let's get to it. Alright, I will play as number 2 as BVG. This is going to be a 2-game match. 2,000 wins the game. 2 wins gets the match. So Big John's going to go. First is going to be fill in the blank for 400, followed by television for 200, and the contract is going to be 1. So for those that don't know this show, this is what I was talking about that was similar to the Joker's Wild. And you see 3 screens, 2 have categories, 1 has a contract. That tells you the amount of questions you'll need to answer to earn the cash. Now my challenger has to make a decision. He'll go for fill in the blank. Only 1 question needed, and it's cat in the hat, so that's going to be $400. A choice has to be made. If John wishes, or Big John rather, wishes to bank the money, that $400 becomes his regardless of how the game ends. Or he can parlay that $400 and go for another spin and try to add more money into that account. Keep in mind, at any time, if I get access to it and get it right, I can bank it, and that can get me closer to $2,000, which is enough for the game. So with $400, I am going to spin. Categories reveals. The screens are going. The first one is for Yummy Foods for 400, followed by the 50 States for 200. The contract is 2. On Yummy Foods for $400, the first question, from which vegetable do we get the classic Halloween pie from? Say corn. Incorrect. Vegetable that we get. Oh, duh, pumpkin. That's correct. One more, and that's going to be the game. Goobers are covered. What? Raisins? No. I think it's raisins. No. What's a goober? Peanuts? That is correct. $1,200. And Big John is going to bank that money, so that money becomes his regardless of how it ends. That gives me a chance to spin. And we have U.S. history for 300, words for 500, and the contract is 2. I'm going to go for words. The Canadian head of state is called a prime minister. What the fuck was that? No, that's not fair. You didn't give me enough time. Fucking crazy. That's correct for 500. What does FBI stand for? Federal Bureau got it in, baby, and I'm gonna let it ride. Actually, bank it. I want the money. I need money. So right now I have $1,000. Big John gets to play again. Only needs 800 or more for the first game of the match, and it's gonna be words for 500. Geography for 100. Contract is 3. With $1,500 riding, this can be the game. $500. I don't know. I think it's Circuit Breaker. I don't know. Yeah, this is going to keep on happening until one of us knows what it is. the fuck was that? Oh, come on. That was spelled right, but I did an extra... And with that, that gives me the $2,500. It's $500 more than needed. And that's the first game of the match. So I get $2,500. And so now when we add that to my total, I'm now up to, believe it or not, $206,066. So now we play a brand new game, and Big John must win this game in order to stay in the game. Start off with science for 100, state capitals for 500. The contract is 1. State capitals. State capital California should be Sacramento. And we'll spin. And we have colors for 400, spelling for 100. Contract is a bullseye, so you can go as far as you want and take it all when you need to. That's 100. That's 200. That's 300. That's spelled wrong. That's it, and I'll stop at 900, and I'm going to bank your money. Gives up the turn to Big John, but Big John has to now start with no money against the 900, and he's trying to win a second game. Music for 3. Colors for 5. Contract is 5. Goes for colors. Need 5 to win the game. Nope. You mean green. And that's 1. And the second is silver. That's 2. And again. That's 3. Makes it 4. And for the match, it's over. $2,500 added. That's $3,400 for the game. And with that, I am moving on. This now changes my amount to $209,466. The jackpot stands at $5,000. All you gotta get is 3 bullseyes or survive 10 spins in order to win the game. Alright, so I got my first of 10 spins to go, and I'll hit my buzzer. I said I'll hit my buzzer. $1,000, bullseye, and 500. So I will lock that first bullseye there. I have $1,500. I can leave if I want, or I can go again. I'm going again. And this time it's going to be $150 and another 100. So it's up to $1,750. I can take it or go. I'm going to go again. Third time, it's $250 and $350. That puts it up to $2,350. Going again. This time, it's $300 and $500. I'm up to now $3,150, 6 spins away from an automatic win, and I'm still searching for another bullseye while avoiding the lightning. That's what I'm trying to avoid. And I'm going to go again. Spin number 5. It's $350 and $400. It's now up to now $3,900, 5 spins to go. Note, if I get 10 with no lightning bolt, I will have whatever is doubled in my total, plus the $5,000. So, I'm going to go again. Number 6. This time, it's $250, and the other is $400. It's up to now $4,550. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to try to get up to 5,000, assuming I don't hit the lightning, and then I'll stop. So I'm going to go again. Give it to me now. This time it's a bullseye and $500. And I'm going to stop. You're going to take the money. That's $5,050. And now it's $10,950. The game with the previous earnings, that puts it up to now that much. The lightning was actually in the first screen. So you lucked out. And that's it. So that's $5,050 added to my total, which means my overall total, when I put the $5,050 in, gives me a grand total of $214,516. So I really like bullseye, and it gave me a pretty good bullseye of amount of money. And now we're going to move on to the next game. And the next game is a game where I'm telling you now, this is one of my favorite game shows. And you're going to see why as we play the game that we've played all our lives, but never quite like this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Scrabble. We're going to play the latest version that I've owned. And there's no computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play as player 3 in the second game. Hopefully I will win my respective game. And we're going to play Scrabble. All right, and I'll read the commentary at the bottom. We're going to play until someone gets 3 words right, and that player moves to the sprint round against the second match winner, and the winner of the sprint round moves to the bonus sprint and goes for the jackpot. And right now, player 2 will start as we begin the first match of play. As always, we'll give you a clue to begin the game, and we'll show you 13 letters. And the clue is madness. As you know, there are tiles, blue and pink. Those tiles symbolize bonus money if you land on it. So you can choose some tiles to start. We start with an S and an R. Playing the R. And that is a stopper. We put stoppers there to throw you off your game. 3 are there. Goes over to Aubrey S. Selects an N. And we'll play the N. And it's there. S. Playing the S, and it's all the way at the end. If you don't know, you can pick 2 more tiles, and an S and an E. Playing the S, and that's worth $1,000 if you know it. Play the E. Off the E. That's $500 if you know. Selecting 2 new tiles, S and E. And another one. And it's going to take against sensibilities. No, incorrect. Which means control goes to player 2. Can play off the E or select a tile. And we'll take a Z. Playing the E. And there is a E. Playing the Z. And that's the second stopper. 1 more stopper is left. Player, in this case, Aubrey S has control. L and S. Selects the L, and it fits. Senselessness. And that is absolutely the most awkward word I have ever seen. But Aubrey S gets it. And we will play off of the letter S. And this one has 6 letters. And the clue is, kids love to play. And now, Aubrey S, you get to select. Player 2 gets to select. C and O. Gets that? I don't know why you decided to go for it. Bad answer. I didn't even know you can play the S even if you buzz in. That's a new cheat code. 2 new letters, please, for Aubrey S, O, and G. Plays O, and that is a stopper. Player 2 is going to guess and go for doctor, which is correct. Player 2 is on the board. And we play off of the letter R. Aubrey S will play the next word. There's 9 letters in this word, and the clue is you can find it in California. So, 2 tiles, T and A. Selects the T, and there is a T. And the A. There is an A. You can earn yourself $1,000 if you know. Laboratory. No. Control goes to player 2. R and R. First R is at the end. Plays the other. And that is a stopper. And now goes back over to Aubrey S. An O and an E. And that is another stopper. And it goes to player 2, picks up a tile. It's an L and an E. Selects the L, and that is the third stopper. Speed word happens, hands on buzzers. Letters will reveal itself, buzzing when you know. C. A. S. And it's Lancaster. And that's correct for the second word. You also earn some bonus money, and that's going to give you the sum of $1,000. Money is yours to keep no matter how you end in the game, and we go to a brand new word. This time we're going to play off of the letter R. There are 6 letters in this, and the clue is sometimes it's narrow. Selects an F and an I. Plays the F, and that is a stopper. Over to player 2, gets an A. Playing the A, that's worth $500 if you know. Sometimes it's narrow. Buzzes in, and that's incorrect. So, control goes to Aubrey S. Gets a V. Playing the V, and that is a stopper. And over to player 2, selects an N. Playing the N, and you're going to buzz in for the game. You got it, and that's the match. $500 is added for the win of this match. And so player 2, you're moving on to the sprint round. Aubrey S, we say goodbye. And Aubrey S will end as reigning champion with $14,000. So we're going to have a brand new champion at the end of the show. But right now, we move to our second match where I'm playing. We begin, and I will start. 10 letters in the word, and the clue is it's waterproof. It's waterproof. I select a G and an E. I'll play the G. And that is a stopper. Control goes over to player 4. O and E. And it's there. Selecting the E. It's also there. L and N. Playing the N. $1,000 if I know. Goes for the other letter. And that's also $1,000 if I know. P. L. Playing the P. There's a P. And playing the L. There is an L. Selecting 2 letters. Playing the X. Not there. Playing the C. And going for letters. H, E. Playing the H. And that's going to be for $1,000. Cellophane. And that is correct for $1,000. Here comes the bonus money. And now I am 2 words away of playing in the Scrabble Sprint. This means control will go to player 4 as we start with a new word playing off of the letter E. This time there are 5 letters. The clue is some people are handouts there. Some people are handouts there. Selecting 2 tiles, select the Y and the Q. Playing the Y. And I think he knows. No, it's not reply. BVG gets a tile. Well, $500 if I know. Relay is correct for another $1,000. $500 for a total of $1,500. And 1 word away for a shot at the sprint round. Now, player 4, you get control. We're playing with 5 letters, and the clue is they're greenbacks. S and I. Playing the S, and there's an S. Playing the I, that's a stopper. Back over to BVG, selecting 2 tiles, it's a G and a K. Playing the K, and that's also a stopper. Player 4, you have the G, you need 1 more tile. Playing the G, and there's a G. Playing the F, there is an F, and you're going to go for it. It's spelt it wrong, and the word was frogs. Frogs was the word. So now we have to move to a brand new word. And in this case, it goes back to player 4. There are 9 letters in the word. And the clue is, it makes sounds when compressed. So, 2 letters. J and O, playing the J. And that's a stopper. Back to BVG, only needs just 1 word for the match. And you select an I. There is an I. Selecting the O. There is an O for $1,000. It makes sounds when compressed. Selecting 2 letters now, C and A. Playing the C. There is a $500 bonus if you know. Same situation. You're going for the match. No, that is incorrect, which means control goes back to player 4, and you get to pick 2 tiles. And that is a C. That is a D. Oh, and you're going to go for it. And that's a stopper. I know the answer. That's why I'm doing all this. Because I feel like I spelt it. A-C-C-O-R-D-O-I-O. Oh, that's the way you spell it. Okay. Well, congratulations. BVG gets the $500 for winning the match. And BVG will face off against player 2 in the sprint round. Player 4 is gone. Doesn't earn any money. But it's player 2 versus BVG in the sprint round. And for those that are unfamiliar, we're going to play the sprint round where letters are going to reveal itself. There are no stoppers. My job is to construct the word in the fastest time allotted. Because I am in the second game as winner, I will be beating the time that is being created by player 2. So let's set up and start the sprint round. With the sprint round, each player will have 4 words. They will have identical length, but there will be different words. So all you got to do is just select the letter that I like and hit the plunger using the shift key to guess. So player 2 will set the time to beat, and player 2 gets to pick an envelope, either blue or pink. Player 2 picks pink. So now we're going to begin. We will start with 9 letters. The clue is they're a little off. Ready? U O S I D N D T. Discounts. 14 seconds. Word number 2 has 6 letters. The clue is a humpback. Ready? Start. A M L C E. And this time it's camels. Clock is now at 20.6 seconds, 7 letters in the third word. And the clue is a kind of exam. Ready? A E I D L. And it is medical. 25.4 seconds, last word has 6 letters. Here is the clue. The clue is when a root canal feels good. Ready? A R N S T. And it is train. So the time to beat is 32.9 seconds. If I do that, I will be the winner of Scrabble. So let's see what happens here. 32.9 seconds. First word has 9 letters. Here is the clue. The clue is, it's in the past now. Ready? Go. E-A-D. Yesterday. 1 down, 3 to go, 28.2 seconds left. Second word has 6 letters. The clue is a hacking sickness. Ready? Go. Coughs. 24.8 seconds left, halfway to the goal. 7 letters in this third word. The clue is some of them are sick and tired. Ready? Excuses. With 20.5 seconds to go, with the very last word with 6 letters, I'm going to take my time with this because the clue is it's a liquid instrument. Ready? Go. O-L-U-V-M. And it is volume, and I win the game with 14.6 seconds remaining. Player 2 is going to be leaving the game with $1,500. I become the new champion with $1,500 added to my score for winning the sprint. So I'm currently at $3,500, and I will play for $5,000 in the bonus sprint. So let's see what happens here. I'm super excited because I never did the bonus round in this version before. 10 seconds to get 2 words for $5,000. Can't mess up. The first clue has, first word has 6 letters. And the clue is, it's fruit-filled. Ready? H. Danish. 5.7 seconds remaining. 6 letters in the second word, and the clue is every newborn has one. Ready? R. Mother! Yes. Got it! With the $5,000 jackpot with only 1 second left on the clock. The one game that I really wanted to win on Game Show Marathon has happened for $8,500 in total for just one day. If you don't love this version, if you don't enjoy this version, I don't know what's wrong with you. But I love Scrabble, and I love this version by Big John. Thank you so much for making it. $8,500. So when added to my total, that puts me up to a total of $214,516 plus $8,500. Grand total now, get this, and this is a pretty healthy total. We're talking about $223,016. And now we're going to be moving into our next game. And the next game is going to be the first of a few games played on a gaming console. This is on the PS4. We're going to play the game Family Feud. And I kind of have to set up my hardware a little differently because it's a console game. So I have to do some connections on my computer to get things running. So I'm going to be floating around in the background. There's a significant chance that I may cancel the stream. So if that happens, I don't want you to think that I don't care nor exist. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off my camera now so I can start the whole setup process. And hopefully I can keep the stream going as all the equipment has being created to set up. So that's what's going to happen. And if things disappear, or if I disappear, or if the stream disappears, don't worry. We will definitely have the stream up and running before we move to the 10th game. So this is actually our last game in the segment. When we're done with Family Feud, we're also going to go back to that wheel and showcase 10 brand new games. So I'll be back as we play Family Feud for the PS4. Oh, you're here? Cool.
Still up?
Technically, the mic is still on,
Oh, okay.
but my camera's off, so you can come in. Yes, if you can still hear me, it's because we are still in the setup phase, but that other guy has finally entered the room. So I gotta set up a mic for this guy sooner or later, but I'm still setting up.
Hey guys, how you doing? Can't wait to join in on the fun in a little bit.
By the way, finally won Scrabble.
How'd that go?
Oh, well, it's recorded, so you'll see it.
Cool. I got
Bonus sprint, won by a second.
1 second.
Literally 1.0 seconds. Talk about the theatrics. I'll say it in years. It's crazy. No, there's never enough. Never enough. Very soon it's going to be Game Show Marathon at night. So, drink my beers. And again, if the mic is hot, it's intentional. The mic is hot for a reason. And I'm still setting up. I'm kind of curious to see if this is gonna work. Oh, sheesh. Dang. I just realized something. I need to find the adapter for this. The power, the AC cable. Found it. It's always good to keep your spare of cords. Because you never know. You never know when you're going to need them. Alright. Now, the next question is, where the hell am I going to get my power from?
Shit, if I knew you need an extra small light, I would have blown my
I mean, I have my ring light.
Oh.
I just have it because it's connected to the camera.
Oh, because I would have had I could have gave you the light bar and you could have put it like right there.
I mean, it doesn't,
I
honestly.
forgot to bring it because.
I mean, I think you've seen the broadcast. You've
Yeah, I
seen
seen it.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so you're fine.
just wear what
I
I
was
got.
just like, yeah, I thought about like, damn, I wish I had brought my thing for you.
I think
But I got
that
too much on my back as it is.
I think that I might have to pass on this Family Feud PS4 game for at least a minute because this system hasn't been booted in a long time.
Wow, really?
So the first thing that's gonna obviously happen is you're gonna want to do a system update, and who knows how long that's gonna take.
Right, I get you.
So out of fairness, I'm gonna get back on the mic right now and let the people know what's happening. And I'm also gonna show my pretty face. All right, because first of all, if you notice that other guy's in the background there, he just walked into the studio not too long ago, and I'm still here. So here's an update. We're gonna pass on the Family Feud PS4 game, not because I don't want to do it. Just for context, I do not own a PlayStation 5 with a disc version in it. I do have a PlayStation 5, right? I do. I just don't have one that is specific to a game that requires a disc to play. And I'm not downloading it on the PS5. Maybe I could if I just try to look for it. In fact, to be honest, maybe, because I do have Xbox Game Pass. Let me see if it's on Game Pass. Because if it's on Game Pass, I will be more than happy to play it, and I doubt it's there. No, it's not. I don't think there's any game shows on Game Pass. I put Game Pass like an idiot. Game shows. Yeah, they don't. Like, they don't even have, like, Trivial Pursuit. Which, I know if you were on PS Plus, you could do it. And honestly, I don't even think if it's worth the hassle to go through all that. So, yeah, I don't think it's there. So, here's what I'm going to have to do. I have to first update my PlayStation 4 and get it up and running. And then I got to figure out a way to display it to you. So, until I can figure all that stuff out, I'm going to set up my PlayStation 4 Pro on my big TV and let that update itself and do everything it needs to do. And then if we're able to get it back and display it to you and show it to you, it'll probably be at the very tail end of the marathon. But I will tell you this much. The games that I do have for the Switch should be no problem at all to play. So when we get there, we are going to display those. But in the meantime, here's what's going to happen. Number one, I'm going to set up and update my PS4 Pro so I can get this Family Feud thing into a reality. The second thing is, we're done with our very first segment of the game show marathon, which means 10 new game shows are going to be revealed. And we got that other guy, so once he's fine and situated, he might pull up a seat and join in on the action. But until then, he's just going to be a member of the studio audience enjoying his dinner. And I want to thank you all for watching. But just hang out for a bit. I'm going to play some music in the background. I'm going to try to get myself ready as we do another raffle of 10 new games. And we'll see what those 10 games are right after this. Give me about maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes, and then we'll get started. Alright, let me just take off this for a second. Alright, cool.
Yeah, I figured you wanted an extra one, so I said, let me get you one just in case.
Yeah, man, you can never have enough. Do me a favor, with all those things that you're holding, you just put it behind the couch there.
Yeah,
I just don't want anything to be displayed with this picture. In the same seat that you're going to be sitting on, you can use that seat and bring it over here.
Yeah.
You know?
Alright, gotcha, because I don't want to be in shot.
Just to let you know, the camera is off, but the mic is still on.
Okay.
Doesn't mean we can't talk and say what's up.
Yeah, of course.
It's good, man.
Yeah, I don't know much. Well, fucking good.
I'm still trying to deal with this fucking lingering cough.
Yeah, I'm just congested. Like, outside of that, I'm feeling better. I'm just fucking congested.
I feel like everybody is dealing with being under the weather.
I think with the weather just drastically changed out of the blue, I think a lot of people got sick because of that. Because we went from 2 weeks ago being 80-something degrees,
And
now
now
it's
you're
60.
I mean,
and 50-something.
you got my boy in the back. He's sick like a dog trying to survive. Everybody, look, that was me last week. So I can't even.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting it.
So anytime the weather changes drastically, a lot of people are gonna get fucking sick.
Look, everybody gotta get their flu shots. Everybody gotta take their zinc. I don't know. I'm sounding like an old man.
I've been drinking orange juice, orange juice, and
Get your
vitamin
vitamin
C
C up. Get your immune system up so you can fight this thing because it's knocking everybody out.
And then could you imagine when the weather drops even more? This weekend's the last weekend of the 70-degree weather.
Of course. And you know, I've been trying to tell people for the longest, we gotta get used to the fact that we're no longer gonna be wearing shorts. Like I'm wearing shorts right now in the house.
Obviously, yeah.
I mean, like I also went outside with shorts.
Yeah. It was warm today. It was beautiful today.
Oh, it was a nice day. Like I was only outside for like 5 seconds, but it was a nice 5 seconds.
It was beautiful outside today.
I need a cable charger for this. I'm gonna ask that. She okay? Well, look, you got her. Sorry. Well, look, you can take care of yourself. You do what you gotta do. I'll be out of your hair. Yeah, I know, it's a lot to bear. Oh, I'll say it off camera. But yeah, that happened. Oh, you can sit in the back right here. You know,
Oh no! I thought it was gonna be in the
please
sheet.
don't, because that's gonna have stuff on the couch. No, sit where you are.
Oh, I thought we were gonna give you a shot.
It doesn't matter. You're
my
here. You
Okay.
can be in the shot.
I'm sorry.
That's the whole point.
I'm so sorry. I thought I was gonna give you a shot.
No, I'm encouraging you. Please join. Sit in the background, eat dinner.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'll eat with you. So you get this started. Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's radio, right?
Yep.
It's had 2 albums and Ray fucking was like, fuck you guys. It's time to go solo. I don't need you niggas.
Hey, sometimes like that.
Honestly, man, he was writing, producing everything anyway. So I'm gonna make it.
I'm carrying this team.
Yeah. We gotta split this check like 9 different ways. I'm good. Like,
It'd be nice if the damn controller responded.
wait. Just use words.
Yeah, but it's plugged into the console, so it should automatically read.
I just. Yeah. If this works, use words.
Alright, thank you.
Sorry. I didn't know how I was that on top of it. Yeah, like I was just telling him, like I'm just getting over my shit. I'm just adjusting.
I just fucking got it like yesterday, bro.
Yeah, like I said, with this weather, it's not helping the situation.
Now look, Fall Guys. Alright, tells you how old this shit is.
Yeah, alright, your PS4. Used to love that thing. Literally.
This was a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
That's the only system I ever wants to go buy with my own money.
that PS5 came out, shoot.
I went to GameStop to buy it like first show. I was like, nah, I need that right now.
Crazy.
PS5, that was a layup.
Hey man, did you pay it off? There we go. When do you have to go to work?
Monday.
Oh shit, you're off the whole day. Awesome.
Yeah. Sunday's my only day off.
Lovely. So we're up all night, brother.
Yeah. Monday. Good. Monday.
Shit, I'm telling you, I might make a pot of coffee. That's not like.
We gotta sleep eventually.
Oh yeah, sleep's for the weak.
Whoa. I don't know about that.
No,
shit.
I'm too old. I'm not.
Yeah,
You know,
we got to sleep.
if I end at 2-3 o'clock, get a good 5-6 hours in. I'm
Yo,
back at
fucking
9, man.
my Mets, man. Whew.
I gotta check on the Royals game right now because it's round 1.
Fucking Mets came back in the 8th again in 162.
So, Margaret, I gotta talk to you about the marijuana. So, I gotta. So, since I didn't go today, I have to get that one to them tomorrow.
Okay.
I have to go back tomorrow, like when I get off work.
I mean, I gave you the money, right?
Yeah, so I'll just get. Honestly, I don't really like the airheads. I'm gonna get.
All right.
I'm gonna get white.
Yeah.
Oreos.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They'll buy one.
Okay.
It's the bottom of the 8th, 6 to 5.
Okay. Is Cole still pitching?
Let's find out.
Thank you. Just one of those.
I think that's touch the shit.
YouTube. It's on the BVG channel. Yep. Need something to eat. Did you eat anything? I have money. I watched Chinese earlier, but I ate it. It was so small. Just beef and broccoli. Fried rice. And I kind of want something to eat. I'm kind of feeling hungry. I'm supposed to go grocery Alright. But I figure you can't do anything with that.
One for myself. That's it.
Basically.
I already feel bad enough.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about updating.
Yeah, but it is.
I'm gonna check this. Sorry.
Like,
you're still here, just had to update my system or at least turn it on. That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for. I figure it's gonna be, I might just get something from Sergio's
What's that?
across the street.
Okay.
Damn it.
Oh,
Yeah.
the pizza spot?
Oh crap.
What happened?
They gotta be closed by now.
What time it's only Saturday. It's just
Knowing them,
Oh, they'll close early?
they'll close early because they're a bunch of losers.
Oh, maybe it's a slow night and they'll close early because it's slow.
I hope to God that's not the reason. That's even stupider. It's pizza. People want pizza. That to me is ridiculous. That sucks ass. It's like I just wanted to go across the street. What is it? Sergio's? Yeah. Let's see, Sergio's. Oh, it's not even on. I'm on Grubhub. It's not even on Grubhub. I might end up doing the one thing that I knew I was going to do anyway.
What?
Go to McDonald's. Yup, and it's closed. Bunch of losers.
Yeah.
You are a loser company. Local pizza shop on a Saturday night, and you're not even serving. Y'all don't want this money. Y'all don't want this money. Y'all do not want this money. Alright, well, my money's going somewhere else, honey. Shoot. It's like that, y'all? It is like that, y'all. Absolutely it is. Now I gotta think. I just want McDonald's. Because it's close.
Because I was going to go to Munchies, but like, nah, I had halal food last night when I came in from work. Like, I'm not trying to have that shit 2 nights in a row. I was thinking about going to Back Shack, but I'm not trying to be on the toilet all night. And I was thinking of getting some Uber Eats. I'm like, I don't know.
I shouldn't be getting anything from Uber Eats, but I'm hungry.
I understand. I'm saying I was.
And this live shit. And it's like I have to stick around.
Yeah, you don't want to go too far, yeah.
You know. But what's shocking is that these McDonald's prices are just god awful. It's like it forces you to have to order through the app. Because if you order it through Grubhub, you get none of the deals, but all the prices. Super high prices.
Burger King worse. Burger King is worse.
Wait, I got no points? You're damn right I got some free points. What the hell is wrong with you? Give me my free points, boy! Okay, so the good news is that at least it's updated. Now I'm gonna have to figure out the whole trickery on how to get it all set up, and I don't know if I'm in the mood to go through all that. So
I hear what you're saying. Cause yeah, that's like a hassle to try to.
Because now I gotta get it into stream mode.
Yeah.
And I have to plug it. Like what I have to do is I have to use the HD60X, the Elgato, and then plug it into that, and then put it into the computer and try to get like a spare screen running. Like, it can be done, but I figured, let me just try to play more games. Because I can do it with the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Switch is not hard to do. So, if we get there, or when we get there, I'll cross that bridge. So, just quickly get myself some food, because brother's hungry. Let's see. I ate something earlier, but I just felt like
You
know,
still, it felt like it wasn't filling.
it wasn't really filling. Alright, so I'm gonna get myself a deluxe McCrispy.
Yeah, because I eat something light for lunch. It's like I know, okay, I'm coming to Arby's later. I'm not gonna eat something heavy. But then turn around and eat something heavy again.
Some bacon on that bitch.
Get something light and then.
Make it a meal.
Oh shit, he's doing the Crimson Tide?
Who?
Bordeaux. He just put his community. He's gonna rebuild the Crimson Tide. I guess they lost. Oh, Vandy beat them. Vanderbilt.
Okay.
Holy shit. I don't think that's gonna drop them too far though.
Vanderbilt's a shitty SEC team.
No, I'm saying I don't think it's gonna drop Alabama's ranking down, right?
It
Not
should.
by much. No, it's gonna drop it, not by much, right?
It probably, first off, Vanderbilt's never ranked. Second off, they're the shittiest team in the SEC.
Oh.
So like, yeah, it's gonna go down. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down 6-7 paces. Because again, shitty. If it was like a mid-range, if it was Old Miss, okay.
Probably like 3 or 4 slots.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it was Tennessee, you know what I'm saying?
This
like,
year's been a year of upsets, man. This season's just been a year of upsets.
Well, it doesn't matter because you have a 12 team playoff system, so you can afford to have bad games. It's not ideal, but
Like,
it's much better than when it was 6 or when it was none.
Can a 11-4 team, the SEC, make the playoffs?
Maybe not. I think that's a big push, but that's you depending on the strength of the conference. And it's pretty inflated by a lot of SEC teams, including newer programs like Texas. So,
like, it's
sure.
possible, but a lot of shit would have to happen for that to.
yeah.
Okay.
And there's always going to be someone that's going to be like, oh, the committee got it wrong, blah, blah, blah. Like, that always happens. But I will say this much. It's unlikely for a team to lose 4 games and get the 12th seed. So,
I'm assuming.
Sure.
I'm just guessing that you will have to win your conference. You will have to be ranked and win your conference championship to get an automatic bid.
maybe. Like, again, even that is not a full certainty. Like, your best option is just win your goddamn games. Win all of them. So that way you don't have to play the guessing game of am I in or am I out. And if you're going to lose some games, try to lose them late in the season when you're going
Or
up
at least
against
you're out of conference.
good conference or division matches. So that way the quality of your games are justified for you to get a pass. So
like if you go like 2 and 3 out of conference, but you went out in your conference games and whatever you and everything that's on that.
I mean, it's hard because again, it depends on the team, right? There's a reason why we have computer scores. There's a reason why you have, AP rankings. It really depends on the teams. It depends on how those teams landed within their conference. It depends on who or where it was played. So there's a lot of variation. What I will say is it's not easy to be a team that lost 4 games and you're fighting for a 12th spot or an 11th spot. That's a very hard ask.
Right.
So, I don't know. I will say that you should not lose that many games. Like, don't lose that many games.
Especially late in the season.
The earlier games that you lose to, especially when they're non-conference, can be very detrimental to your progression. Mm-hmm. But if you can't even win within your own conference, I think there's an argument to be made that that's just as bad, if not worse. Like, you can't win in your own conference. Why do you think you should be a representation of the 12 best teams in the country? So, I could be 100% wrong on that. I'm not like a football expert, but I do know that it's kind of hard to justify yourself with 4 losses in general.
Right.
And I don't think that because you now have a 12-team playoff, that now all of a sudden that should be considered acceptable. Because if it wasn't the standard then, why should it be the standard now that we've expanded the field?
Right. That should have been something that should have been set, ages.
Because it sets a dangerous precedent. It assures that teams that can, mediocre with a
get
mediocre
by.
conference and say, "Oh, I had 4 losses and you let that team in last year.
So why can't I?
Say, why can't I?" And then we get the same narrative that I just said: strength of conference, strength of schedule. Where did you lose? When did you lose? Over the teams that did get in, what were their makeup? You know, like there's so many, variables that it just makes it harder. So
Right.
I would just tell people, just win all your damn games. Worry about winning every single game like there wasn't a playoff. Because when there wasn't a playoff, that was the mindset of every single football team that wishes to go for a national championship. They're not saying, "Oh, we're going to let University of Louisiana Monroe win because, we can afford a loss." That would never that never existed then, and it shouldn't exist now. And if that's the standard, then what you're telling me is that you are allowing mediocrity to be a part of the whole makeup of a championship team. And if that's the case, that's bad. That's very bad. And everybody can make their excuses for programs like that. Go ahead. I think it's fine that you feel that mediocrity is acceptable for a playoff run. What you're telling me now is, oh, so you don't mind when playoffs go straight chalk. Okay, copy. You'll be a one-and-done 12 seed.
Some don't just be happy that they made it.
And I'm like, that's bad. Because that was not...
Hey, we made it. Look.
This is not college basketball.
Look, we made it. See?
This is not college basketball. You are what your record says you are. Bill Parcells. Right? So at the end of the day, if you want to brag because you made it into a playoff, okay, I guess that will attract attention by your boosters, by potential recruits, by the fans. I mean, that's fine, but I don't necessarily think that that's something that I would be programming my teams that have a desire to win a national championship. That is not the ethos we're going to be sharing. Right? 12 seed when you're capable of being higher than that, I take that as a loss.
Look, if you're a team that never, rebuilt your program and it took you a couple of seasons to get to where you at.
Act like you've been here before, even if it's your first time. That's what I'm saying. Like, stop acting like you're new, even if you are. Fake it till you make it. Right? Your job is to win the whole fucking thing. So you should not be pretending like, oh my God, I'm just happy to be here. We're playing with the house's money. What house's money? Your school has spent millions of dollars for you to have resources to be afforded the opportunity to be the top 12 programs in the country. There is no such thing as the house's money. That does not exist. People that watch college basketball with that bullshit that are gambling on games, they can say that. But not a coach, and certainly not a player. You know?
It's just, I feel like it's just crazy that how these, Power 5 and all these top conference teams are taking all these L's and losing the teams that they shouldn't be losing to. It's just, I know it's happened before in seasons past, but for it to happen this many times in a season, this early on, is kind of crazy.
It's a combination of people feel that they can breathe, and that is true. If you don't have to worry about, if I lose one game, I can't make it to a national championship, you can afford to take risks. And the game is getting faster. The better players are getting younger. And people are getting exposed. Yeah. No, not yet. I'm just saying no. I'm about to. But the game and the dynamics of the games are changing. So we should be surprised. And that could be both an interesting thing, a so great thing, and a not so bad thing. You know? But anyway, I'm about to turn on the camera and do this wheel spinning because they've been hearing my voice and not enough gaming is going. So. Still delicious. Where's my headphones? Sheesh. All right. We're back. Took a little longer than 10 minutes, but I need some time to talk to my fam. I need some time to talk to my friends and other people. Also need to take care of myself. And we're going to be moving into now the raffle of 10 new games. And we're going to pull back up that wheel. And we see some really great games lined up. And we're going to determine those 10 new games right now. So here we go. We're going to spin the first. And we're going to play Jeopardy for the Switch. Now, this game, I know for a fact I can get set up pretty quickly. And yeah, this is the latest version that's on the Nintendo Switch. It's usually packaged with the Wheel of Fortune game. And I don't even need to give anyone the lore of what Jeopardy is. So, we'll move to the next game. Number 2 will be... It's going to be High Rollers. For those that don't know High Rollers, interestingly enough, that's one of Alex Trebek's early game shows of the mid-70s. At that point, he was already working with NBC for the game The Wizard of Oz. Yes, look it up. That was one of the early games that he did on NBC. And then NBC procured him to do High Rollers, which honestly, for its time, was an amazing game. Right? You roll the dice, and you're knocking numbers off of a big board, and you get to win all these great prizes, and you can win a car and cash and all that shit. It's a good show. And then Wink Martindale, I believe, his production company bought the rights and then revived it in the late 80s exclusively for the USA Network. So if you ever watched the one with Wink Martindale, it was never meant to be syndicated on the major networks. It was meant to be syndicated to cable. So if you know, you know. Third game. Next is going to be Russian Roulette. Russian Roulette was a game show that was done in the early 2000s by the host Mark Wahlberg. Not the, Mark Wahlberg we know, the famous actor, former rapper, racist. Anyway, the point is, we're not talking about that white guy. We're talking about a different white guy that's been hosting game shows, I would say, since the early to mid-90s. He did Quicksilver, in case you didn't know what that game show is. Not Quicksilver. He did, oh dear. Didn't he do a later rendition of Shop Till You Drop, I think? I'm trying to remember. That other guy, Mark Wahlberg, the game show host. Do you remember any of his game shows?
I can look it up. I am not too familiar with him.
So, if you're familiar with him, then put it in the chat. I don't necessarily think that he has done a lot of game shows, but he has been around since the 90s. And he did this game show on GSN, which is basically players stand on this, trap door, and you have to answer questions correctly. And if you don't, then there's this randomizer that determines whether you get to drop and pelt all the way down to the ground or stay alive to win upwards of $100,000.
If you do still want the list, I have the list right now.
Pardon? Yeah. Tell me if you know any of them.
So his earliest one was The Big Date.
Yes, he did a dating game show. Yes, I do remember that.
Then Temptation Island.
Ew.
That was only 28 episodes.
That's reality TV.
The pilot for Pyramid.
That I do remember.
And the one we all know, which I can't believe I forgot this, Russian Roulette.
Yes, Russian Roulette. That's the game that I have here, and that's going to be the one that's going to be on the list. So let's move to the next game. Uh-oh! Press your luck! Pressure Luck is going to be on the marathon in the second wave. I don't even need to speak much about it. It's all about big bucks and no whammies. Keep in mind, we already played Whammy earlier, so it's only appropriate that we get to play this. And let's go to the fifth game. We're going to play Tic-Tac-Doe. And we're going to be doing the one from the 70s, hosted by Wink Martindale. Arguably the best game show that he ever hosted. I think there are others, granted, but I do think Tic-Tac-Doe was the most well-known, primarily because he also was around when he had one of the greatest money winners in the history of game shows. Oh my gosh. It's Tom McBride, right? Or Tom McSomething. Anyway, he won over $300,000. And he was the dude that made it happen in terms of hosting. So it's only appropriate that we get to do that show. All right, so we got our 5. We need 5 more to go. Here's number 6. Number 6 is going to be the game Set for Life. Now, that game show was probably in the 2010s. That was on ABC. I think it was Jimmy Kimmel that hosted it. Hey, can you look up who hosted Set for Life? What's up? I'm so sorry, man.
You said Set for Life?
Yeah, Set for Life. It was on ABC.
Okay, give me one
If it wasn't Jimmy Kimmel, it was like a late show host that did the show.
It was Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, I was right. It was Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, it was only for one season in 2007.
Because it was hot garbage. And it was when? 2000 and what?
7.
Oh, so it wasn't 2010s. But still, piece of shit. Anyway, that's up. Next. We're going to be playing the Big John version of Wheel of Fortune. Okay? And now we move to our 8th game. It's going to be Hollywood Squares. And now we have 2 more games to display. And it looks like it's going to be Blockbusters. Now, this game show, by the way, Hollywood Squares, the one that we're doing, is the last version that was done on CBS, hosted by Tom Bergeron, which, by the way, he's going to be coming with a brand new game show, a revival of Tic-Tac-Doe. And I saw somewhere online, I think it was on Wink Martindale's YouTube channel, where the pilot for the new show, Tic-Tac-Doe, is released. So if you're curious to see Tom Bergeron doing his game show, I'm going to be honest with you. Tom Bergeron is an underrated game show host. Underrated. I think the work that he did on Hollywood Squares was very impressive for his time. He's a good television guy. I like him. And yeah, that's going to be the game that we're going to be playing. And then the next one is Blockbusters. And I'll tell you this much. Blockbusters, a very good game, hosted by 2 different hosts. Also has international fame, right? There's the... I once saw the Great Britain version of it. And that show has been doing it since like the 70s, 80s. But when it did the original show of Blockbusters, it was on in the late 70s on NBC. And no other than the great legend, Bill Cullen, he hosted it. And I thought he did an amazing job as an MC for that show. And then it got revived in 87, 88 by Bill Rafferty. Interesting host. I don't think he's that great of a host. But, you know, he did it. And we're going to be playing that version, not the Rafferty edition. We're going to play the Bill Cullen edition of Blockbusters. All right, so that's number 9. And now let's go to the 10th and final game in our second wave of the marathon. And that game is going to be Another Wheel of Fortune, but this time it's going to be the one on the Switch. So, if we are ready to go, here is a rundown of the 10 games that we are going to be playing in our second wave of Game Show Marathon. Number 1, it's going to be Jeopardy! That's a console game played on the Switch. Followed by High Rollers, Russian Roulette, Press Your Luck, Tic-Tac-Dough, Set for Life. The one of 2 Wheel of Fortune games, you're going to play the Big John Edition. Followed by Hollywood Squares, Blockbusters, and Wheel of Fortune for the Nintendo Switch. So when we return, we're going to hook up the Switch, get that game going, and we'll be right back right after this. I'm going to need you to do me a favor. There's going to be food that's coming in like 4 minutes. So when I get that notification, can you grab it for me?
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Why does it feel like I'm listening to Pryor's Place? Welcome to the Pryor's Place. It sounds the same exact way. Look at me, I'm singing this song like this. I'm singing this song like this. God. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the mic on purpose so I can sing the songs. Need a place to plug it in. Plug it in.
Yankees won.
Yeah, boy.
6-5. They held on that lead.
Yeah, boy.
So both the Mets and the Yankees win.
Yeah, boy. I think it's here if you want to go downstairs. Yeah. It should be a black Honda RV.
Okay. RV?
HRVs.
Oh, I was about to say, like, they driving RVs? Okay.
Yeah, you know, those Winnebagos, they love to pick up food, you know. Yeah, you can just drop it there. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. If I do this, then I can. Wait a minute. Why? Okay, take this out. Remove this. And we're gonna do this. Yep, we're gonna do it just like this. Yep. Alrighty, folks. Hello, friends. So my mic should be working. And if you don't see me on camera, give me 1 second so I can. Hello, everybody. And, what the hell? Oh, yeah, I see why I did that. So, we're going to play. And I'm going to set up my computer so that way I can play. And it'll be streaming in the background. I just need to do one little thing here. Took me a moment. Use some common sense. And with my OBS playing in the background, let's get out of this. I'm going to take this off now because I don't need it anymore. And yes, it was Jimmy Kimmel. Thank you. Thank you, William. Thank you for watching, by the way. We're now going to get started, and we're going to play a brand new game, and I'm going to do this. Not that. I said Jeopardy. So I'm going to cancel out, close. Now, I don't think I've ever lost a game of Jeopardy on this. So this should be pretty nice to see how much I have improved. Okay. And I just got myself some dinner. What the hell did I do? And I just got myself some dinner. So, excuse me if I'm munching.
This
Got my fries.
is Jeopardy!
Alright, so I'm going to play a local game. But I'm going to put it on hard. The only way I play. Alright. Okay, let me do this. And we're going to adjust the difficulty to hard. Yep. Hard. Okay. Bam. What the hell did I do?
Oh, is that Jeopardy?
Yep. Hard. Play. And no, I haven't maxed
Let's
out my
welcome
character.
today's contestants.
I am 2-0. Although, the other Jeopardy that I had on my older Switch, including online games,
begin the first
I
round,
only
we
lost
have
2 games.
Fashion
And that was
trends,
over 120 games.
looks
So yes.
like math,
118 and 2.
books and authors,
And that's over 100 games online.
2016 TV debuts. Hope it isn't an opera category. Companies named for people.
I honestly don't care. But it happens.
Somebody else pretty close.
Player 3,
Aw,
it's
I'm
your
gonna
turn
take
to
this
choose a
shit.
category. Daily Double.
Oh, they screwed
How
up
much
my
money
order.
are you wagering?
See, you get nothing you asked me.
No, they didn't put bacon, and I paid for it. What the hell? I didn't even get a chance to see the question. What the fuck was
Yeah,
that?
it just blacked off for like 2 seconds and then went to the next question.
Oops, I bugged in too late. This New England-based brand that started in 17... Oh, that should be New England. That should be Timberland.
Yes, correct. Player 1,
Yeah, he's
please
cheating.
select a category.
All right. 2016 TV debuts. Actually, no. Company's name for people.
Player 2, which
What the fuck? I just selected. That's bullshit. Like, it's timing out. Like, it's legit timing out. Like, I can't play.
What, OBS?
Like, it's basically... It's just blacking out. I don't know what's happening. Is it because I'm eating? Is that why?
That'd be the funniest thing in the world.
Brother decides to eat dinner. Now the shit doesn't work.
Stream is like, no, I don't feel like working.
All right, well, like I always say, there's more game shows to play anyway. We will nix that from the game show marathon, which kind of pisses me off because I had like a nice setup here. So I don't know what the hell happened, but this should not be showing, and this should not be showing. And I'm going to fix up my screens and get things back to where it needs to be, so give me 1 second. Since it was ordered through Uber Eats. That's crazy. This is why you can't order things online. Like, honestly, this is why. Oh. No, they didn't. Of course they didn't.
You feel what the problem was?
Don't really care anymore.
Oh,
Figured
you
that-
just said screw it.
Yeah. And it was working too. You saw it.
Yeah, it was fine. Like it timed out that first second, but it was only for like a second.
I'm gonna put it on the I'm gonna work on it later type thing.
Right, and just continue with the next game.
So that way I think I have an idea. I might have to use my old game capture card.
Okay.
And then run it on that application and then try it again.
But
But
if that doesn't work, then it's like screw
then
it.
that game is just totally mixed. But I'm not gonna throw it out of the rotation.
Right. It's just to put it on the.
But that was a little bit disappointing because it was working. Like it was working totally fine.
Happy both our teams won. Gives us some cushion for game 2. That means we get one game at Citi Field. I don't know if it's gonna be a game. It's probably game 2, and then they'll probably go back to Philly.
That was a game I was about to flex.
Hmm?
I said that was a game I was about to flex. That would piss me off. Alright, so yeah, if you saw what you saw, you realize that there was some issues. And yeah, that was a bummer. But we're back. And I'm wondering, why is my camera still frozen? I don't know why my camera is still
Oh, yes, you saying your camera's froze.
yeah, like it's capture.
Oh crap! It's a damn. I don't know what the hell that is. Mosquito.
Video capture. USB device. Figure video. What the flip flop? I don't know. I'm gonna have to end the stream for one quick second and then come right back, and then hopefully we can get this fixed. We'll be back.